All right, let's see what kind of work we're gonna get done today. We have the hybrid Camry here. We got the hybrid Camry. It's a hybrid Camry here. This is the LXE or XLE version. So it's not leather and it does not have the sunroof. It does have backup camera, although the camera's kind of hazy. You can see whoever was in here either peed or spilled their Coke multiple times. They were probably pretty big because that thing's all damaged, and of course they had their elbow there. And so, anyways, the interior's decent, needs to be cleaned. Put a seat covers, not a big deal. The hit stuff. This side is all glossy, and then back here it's like a matte. So this thing's been painted already. But the thing that I'm doing right now is, I just bought these little magnet trays from Harbor Freight Toys. So far, so good. I like the red ones. The green ones. I have some red ones in my truck. But the idea is just so I can see them easily. So I try to make a trash pile so that I can go back and do stuff. You can see there's not much trash. I don't know where that. Oh, I just bought these lifts here, pellet racks, and so we're gonna set them up as a roof for me to be able to change out the engine in this. But I want to be able to drive this thing around. And so one of the challenges is that the engine is no good. It's locked up. I was able to free it, and it did start, and it started. It ran for about 2 seconds, and then locked up again. So I don't know if the engine is damaged or if there's something in the transmission that's bad. But once I get it out, I'll be able to figure it out. And then we'll go out and buy whatever we need to. But I was told, supposedly, that this thing was driven about 2 or 3 miles with no issues because of the hybrid battery. But by now the battery's dead. So a couple of things to notice. These plugs are basically the same plugs as these. Let's see if the box looks the same. Does this box look the same? Okay, so one thing that I did do is I took this cover off. So I don't know if this is like a informant that the cap is off or not, and it may or may not allow stuff to occur. But this goes right here, and it just sits there, but it's a stop for the lid here. So I take this out, just little 10 millimeters. These apparently, although they look like they are square on top, oh, they're totally round. I didn't even see that. They look square. But these are T25s, T25 Torx 25s, and so I just took them all out. And I don't like to have bolts in this work area because inevitably they get slapped or hit or something silly. So I try to get those as far away from where I can hit them. I don't like them there either. Somebody inevitably is going to come up, put their arm down, hit them, and screws are going to go everywhere. So the screws for all of the windshield wiper shrouding, which is the shrouding right there. All that shrouding is way over here, out of the way. I don't want to step on it. I don't want to break it. Also, you can see how far I've walked now. These are all the screws. That's why I bought those magnet things, so I can get all my screws in there. Windshield wipers, everything. Look at how far I am from the work area. Somebody's gonna come over here and want to say hi, check things out and stuff. So, anyways, all that is out. So right now all I've done is taken out the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws with that T25 Torx. And I bought this cool little tool. This happens to be Easy Red tool, and it has the 1/4 inch for the bit and a 1/4 inch for a socket on the other side, and both heads flex, and they're reversible as well. This little tool is probably about 40 bucks or so. Totally worth it. I use the crap out of it, and it's small enough that it fits in this Milwaukee box here. So I just always have, I have 2, Craftsman version of that, which is just the rigid non-flexing tool, but I keep that in the other box. And actually I think somebody liked it and kept it. They're like, oh, this is a really neat tool, and then I couldn't find it anymore. So it's possible that I do not own that anymore. It's about 20 bucks with the little bit kit at Lowe's if you're interested in buying the Craftsman version. This thing is sealed pretty good. So, I have not tried to open this yet, and it could be that it's just glued on there, or with all the crud and whatnot, it's just secured on there, because I don't see any other screws that would hold this in place. Yeah, see, there's like a little bit of glue right there. So let me go get a device to open that up with. And so I've got my screwdrivers just here, and maybe that'll be enough. Let's see if we need this. And I doubt we'll need something as big as this thing, but I love this tool. It's a Craftsman pry bar. I use the crap out of it, and I was not convinced that I needed it. I didn't buy it for years, and then finally I did some home remodeling stuff, and I bought it. Now everybody sees it, they're like, damn, I need one. I'm like, yes, you do. So, damn, that's on there really good. So there's really nowhere to pry this thing off. I don't know if it's glued or what the heck is going on here that I can't seem to be able to. I can't tell if those are guide pins or they're just, it's possible that something sits on top of this. Which I doubt, because this one doesn't have anything on top of it. So the goal is I'll be opening this one too, and basically all I'm gonna do is run jumper cables from there to here. I've got my voltmeter out to ensure that I'm going to jump everything appropriately, just like I would with a home electronic system. This seems like it may be a live wire. I don't know if that's a fuse or a resistor, but I'm not going to touch it. Attempt to not touch it, at least. So hopefully we don't have any sparking or arcing or anything like that. But this thing is on there. Holy crap. I think I bought tripod, so I don't have to keep moving stuff around. Maybe I do just need to buy a GoPro. But nonetheless, let's see if we can pry this up. Oh, got a little bit of movement here. Just a tiny bit of movement. Okay, so let's see if we can work it out. Yeah, I hear some ripping, like some gasket material coming off or something. Yep, some type of gasket material. So let's see if I get this thing to hold. Always, all right, there we go. Let's see if I can get this thing to hold. And come on. I like this screwdriver because it's designed to be hit from behind. I don't like to get much force on that. Let's see what So, I was not expecting this thing to be so dramatic in removal. There we go. Kind of hear it coming up with that glue that they use. Serious. There we go. I'm not wearing any gloves and I'm sweating. So hopefully I don't die. If I die, Kendall, Yetta, Keaton, I love you guys. Sorry for doing stupid things. You know, everybody says, oh, you can die from the electrical from this thing. But I feel like it's no different than managing the power from a home. You know? Damn, this is in there pretty freaking good. So I'm not trying to pry anything and break plastic parts. There we go. There we go. So now, gotta be careful not to touch anything inside because I don't know what's in there. Ooh, there we go. It's free. Now we got most of it up. I'm gonna twist this. There we go. I think it's free. Let's see if it is or not. Boom. Oh, so these are guide pins. There's two little guide pins. One right here, one over here. Oof, no wonder this is like this. Damn it, this one's got a computer and all sorts of bullshit on top of it. Yeah, this thing is definitely got some sealant on it. They definitely want this to stay dry and clean. Well, this changes the goal just a little bit because I don't really want to mess with these electronics. But let's go ahead and yeah, all these are clipped in place. There's not much wiggle room in these things. All right, let's put this lid back on. All I'm trying to do right now is charge the battery on this. So we'll come back and open it up again and put some sealant on it. Let's leave that like that. Let's close this off. And so the goal right now is to figure out where the actual power is. I feel like these cables here actually go to the motors, and there's two large cables that seem to go to the rear of the vehicle, which are most likely the cables to charge the battery. So let me see if I can remove these cables here. Just can't reach it. That's in there very good. Damn. It's tight. Oh, man, this is not moving for nothing. Okay, I think we're past the clip area, so let's see. Oh, shoot. Oh, you can't even see what I'm working on, huh? Let me see. This is that clip I'm talking about that I'm trying to get pulled out. So, it's got this little notch there that goes in. It's already depressed. But it seems like, damn, that's in there pretty darn good. So one of the problems that I feel like I'm having is that if I take these cables out to the rear of the vehicle, I feel like there's going to be a jumper of some sort back there. Although these are really fat, so I don't know if these are 12 volt or something else. But I plan on finding out. So, damn, try not to break this darn thing. Oh, shoot, that is in there so freaking hard. Let's see. Let's check this out. So that plate looks like this plate, right? I wonder if that's the same thing. Do we have the two large cables coming out of there? Oh, same general idea. Yeah. I can't really see them too well, but this has two cables on it too. And this one, it looks just like this actually underneath. So let's go back and look at the, this is the Ford, and this one is the Toyota. But, you know, just like every engine's basically the same freaking thing. Let's see if this is the same engine as this one. It's hard to see it, but dipstick's right next to the cap. Let's see, is the dipstick right next to the cap here? Oh yeah, it's definitely not. Okay, the engine's a little different. This engine has a decent amount of pep to its step. Oh, see the compressors outside of the engine on this one. I wonder, is that the starter? No, it can't be the starter. Oh, you know what? I bet you that's the, I bet you this is the power cord to get the compressor going when the motor is off. So does this have a pulley on it? Actually, it doesn't have a pulley on it. Interesting. So this is fully electronic compressor. That's awesome. So you know what that means? This compressor can be used in any environment. So technically, you can take out the AC system out of a car and use it in a garage or something to that effect. You just have to figure out what the voltage on it is, and I'm sure Google will help you with that. But let me see. I feel like, okay, so there's AC motors. I forget what they're called, but they're expensive as crap because they have like 12 wires, where most AC motors, I just threw it away the other day, darn it. But most AC motors just have 3, your ground, your positive, your negative, and your capacitor, so 4. But these other motors for compressors for like AC systems, this is not it. Oh, you see I got a condenser here, but the evaporator motor, the ones for the blower inside the home, has like a million, not a million, it's got about 8. So I said 4, so actually it's only, see, yellow, black, and blue. This is the capacitor, this is your power, and this is your ground, or your negative, whatever. But in the ground it's probably just the metal itself. But anyways, I wonder if these motors are very efficient because they just have basically multiple internal motors. So you get like 10 motors in one. It looks like one, but because of the windings, technically it's like 10 in one. Let me work on loosening this and I'll get you back on the video here and we'll check. That might be our 12-volt system, and this may all be our high voltage system, which is broken down into multiple. So even like houses, right? Houses have, they say 240, but what it is one ground and then 2 lives. So each live is 110, and that's how this 240 system works. Like for a dryer, I had to anyway, but an electric dryer basically has 110 for spinning the tumbler, and then another 110 for heating the element. And some of them will actually use 240 to heat the element, but anyways, that's basically what it is. It's a breakdown of multiple units. This system sucks. You see Ford, this is a Ford engine. This is your air filter. In order to get that changed out, you have to take out all that shroud material right there. You have to take out all that shroud material to change out your air filter, because they have 2 bolts in the back you cannot get to. It's got this one little bolt right here, and then these 2 over here, so they got 5 total bolts. Let's see how the air filter is on this one. Okay, Toyota. First off, look at how open this engine is, and this is a Camry. It's a larger vehicle or whatnot. This engine here, I guess it is pretty tight. They didn't leave much room, so so they can get away with not extending the engine out, what, 6 inches. They just pushed it back under the hood, which also means, look at this big old dashboard. See how big this dashboard is? How big is this dashboard? Oh yeah, no, that dashboard on that C-Max is basically from here to there, and then it starts. Yeah, see how big it is? The steering wheel on that Camry starts where the dashboard starts on this one. So see how big it is. I mean, it makes it more aerodynamic too. But right now the goal is to charge the battery for the hybrid battery with the Camry over to the C-Max. So this is a Toyota Camry and this is a Ford C-Max. Let me show you what. There it is, C-Max. So don't get that teeth very well. Getting hungry. I'm gonna stop here in a second to go eat because it's time for some meals. All right. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna open this up and check the voltage on it. Thanks for watching. Bye.